Hey everybody, it's me, Kevin. I got some goldenrod right here. It's completely dried out. I had picked this right here when it was in bloom. It's November now. It's not in bloom anymore, unfortunately. But this right here is a plant. Went over it before. Very medicinal. Acts as a diuretic. Helps out with UTIs, diabetes. It's antifungal, anti-inflammatory. Really great medicinal plant. I'm gonna make a tincture. You don't really need a whole lot, honestly. It's got a mason jar, not very big. Just want to put the plant in there, pack it as much as you can, fill it up with grain alcohol or vodka, as long as it's completely covering the plant. I'll be using Tito's vodka, and it is 80 proof. Now, when it comes to tinctures, you want to do like if it's a fresh plant, like you use fresh plants. If you do a fresh plant, you want to do like about 100 proof, 90 to 100 proof. With it already dried out, you can do 80 proof, 75 to 80 proof, no problem. And with the tincture, whenever it gets done, you want to take it daily, about 1 to 2 milliliters, about 2 to 3 times a day. Don't want to do it no more than a couple of weeks because it's a medicine, it's a herb. If you're on it for an extended period of times, it can have adverse effects to your body. So what you want to do, you want to give yourself a break, and it's going to help you out in between that time period. For the 2 weeks you're taking it, it's going to help you out. Give a little break from it if it's not helping you or whatever, and then you will let your body kind of detox and stuff. But yeah, so we're going to take everything, we're just going to shove it in this jar right here. Alright, as you're getting this in here, you just pack it in. I'm using a wooden spoon and kind of pack it in. Now, when you've had this all dried up, there's several different things you can do. You can make it into a powder and use the powder for the tincture, which would be probably even more, a little bit potent than just doing it this way. This way right here is just the folk way. There's people that get really advanced with it, but the folk way, I like doing the folk way. It's just shove it in there, put as much as you can in there, add your vodka, completely cover it up. You're going to let it sit for about 2 to 4 weeks, and you're going to keep checking on it. And as you check on it, you're going to make sure it's still covered up. Shake it a little bit, Don't want to open it up. Don't open it up. And after 2 to 4 weeks, oh yeah, very important thing, have it in a dark environment. Don't let it sit out there in the sun because the sun can ruin it, so don't do that. But yeah, have it in a dark place. Store it in a dark place. And then whenever you get done, have like you can get them on Amazon. They're like little dropper bottles. They're going to be like a brown glass. That's what you really want, the brown glass with the droppers. And of course, it's a tincture, so it's not like a tea or something like that. It's more concentrated. So that's why it's going to be measured in drops, 1 to 2 milliliters, 2 to 3 times a day. Like I said, this helps with UTIs, kidney issues. What it does, it makes you pee a lot, and it's gonna. So make sure you stay hydrated and you're drinking a lot of water. That's one of the things why it helps out with diabetes, because it helps you urinate a lot, so it expels a lot of that blood sugar and stuff with it. Of course, I got all this excess leaves and stuff. Take that, just throw that in there too. You can use the leaves, the flowers, the stems, everything whenever you're doing a tincture, which is great. You could also, want to get fancy with this, you could add ragweed to it. But you gotta be careful with that right there. Ragweed blooms right around the same time, and if you catch it before it blooms, the leaves of the ragweed plant, which, by the way, ragweed is what most people are allergic to, and they mistake it and think that they're allergic to goldenrod because they bloom right around the same time. But anyway, so get off track. You take that ragweed, the leaf on it, before it blooms, it's actually antihistamine, so it helps out allergies. This plant right here is going to help out allergies anyway. But if you take that leaf before it blooms, add it with this plant to make a tincture out of it. It's going to help you out with allergies. And you could even take your goldenrod and add it to your fermented honey to give your fermented honey a little extra kick. Your fermented honey, obviously, antibiotic. Talked about that before in a separate video. You add goldenrod to it. That would also help out. I wouldn't add the tincture to it. I'll just take the regular goldenrod, maybe like a powder form, and mix it in with the honey and do it that way. That would help out, add on to some extra benefits to your fermented garlic and honey. Now we're going to cover it. And you just want to make sure everything's nice and submerged. Stem doesn't want to cooperate with me. Always make sure your hands are clean, by the way. I wash my hands before I start doing this, but make sure you clean your hands and stuff before you even start doing all this jazz. You don't want to cross-contaminate anything. Alcohol will probably kill it anyway, but better be safe than sorry. And you just add on your lid, and that's it. And now what we're going to do, we're going to put this in a dark spot. Let it sit for about 2 to 4 weeks, checking on it every single day, make sure it's staying submerged, and it's not, just give it a shake. Probably could have used a smaller jar than this, but it's not a big deal, honestly. It's still going to work. Alcohol is going to bring everything out of it, and then once it gets done, it's going to be a beautiful color, and then you just strain it, add it to your dropper, and you got some medicine. And the great thing about tinctures, the shelf life, they have a really long shelf life. Like, they can go past 5 years. It's not FDA approved, but long shelf life. It's going to last a while. If you pick like a lot of goldenrod, I got a lot actually. I still got probably like 5 or 6 more bundles hanging up that I can use for teas, or if I want to make another tincture, I can make another tincture. What I really need to do, I need to start making some more the fermented honey. That was a lot of fun to make. I want to make some more of that, and whenever I make my next batch, I'm going to add some goldenrod to it as well, just to give that little extra kick. But yeah, super excited on how this one's going to turn out. Should turn out pretty good, and it should be like a golden brown color when it comes out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being a part of the group. It means a lot to me. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and I don't know, maybe laugh at my awkwardness, because I am super awkward anytime I do videos. Even in person, I feel like I'm awkward in person with a lot of people. I'm just not social, but at the same time not. Maybe it's just my prepper way. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Hope you guys enjoyed Thanksgiving, and hope everything is going the way you guys want to in life.